Hi everyone, thank you so much for watching. So in today's video, I'm just going to go over some items that I'm going to be recommending for the Sephora VIB or Sephora Insider Appreciation event. So this event is very different this year because I believe this is the first year that Sephora has called it the Beauty Insider Appreciation event, and it typically doesn't happen right before fall. It usually happens like twice a year, which was like in spring and later in fall. So this one's kind of in the middle, which is very strange. But anyways guys, if you guys would like to see my recommendations for the Sephora Beauty Insider event, then please keep watching. Okay, so first of all, if you don't know what the event is about, so usually Sephora has like a couple sales throughout the year. This year, this one's very strange because usually they only have 2 sales a year, but this year, I guess they're gonna have 3, let's hope so. And so this event is called the Beauty Insider Appreciation event, where depending on which tier you are, the highest tier is VIB Rouge, and then the second tier is the Rouge, and then the bottom is the Beauty Insider. So depending on how much you spend a year, that's how you calculate where you are going to be like in that tier. So the VIB Rouge always start first. They get to get first dibs on the sales, and then next is the VIB, and then lastly, like the last like week or so of the event, the Beauty Insiders get dibs on sales. And depending on where you are in the tier, you either get 20, 15, or 10. So the first item that I'm going to recommend today is the LANEIGE Water Sleeping Mask. So I love this. They used to carry it at Target, but I believe once they got to Sephora, they stopped carrying it. And I believe this is about $25, so it's still okay. It's not bad. But I love this because first of all, if you have very dry skin, you definitely need to moisturize during the day, and especially during like the fall and winter season, which is coming up. I love to use this at least once or twice a week, just because the next day I definitely feel like my skin is definitely moisturized and it definitely feels so much better, and it doesn't feel dry and flaky. So if you are in need of a water sleeping mask, then definitely I would recommend this. Okay, so moving on to foundation, so the first one I'm recommending is this It Cosmetics CC Cream, the SPF 50. In case you're curious, I am in the shade medium tan. They have expanded their shade range a little, like 1 or 2 shades, but that's probably the only thing that I truly feel that is lacking in this CC Cream from It Cosmetics, is because their shade range is like, there's like 7 shades I believe. So that's the only thing. It really limits who can purchase this, but I highly recommend this if you can find your shade, just because first of all, for me, I feel like it's definitely more coverage than the CC cream. So don't think that because it's a CC cream or it's labeled CC cream, like it's very deceptive. I don't feel that it's that light of a coverage. I think it's a pretty light to medium coverage. It's not super light. I definitely can build up on it. I love that it's moisturizing, especially for me. I have dry skin, so it does give that kind of satiny finish. It's very comfortable, and I love having SPF 50 in it because I definitely don't want to wear SPF under my makeup. And if I'm going outdoors or I know I'm going to be out somewhere all day, then I definitely love using this. So the next foundation that I recommend is the Too Faced Born This Way. This is the medium to full coverage. I am in the shade Natural Beige. I have no idea why it took me so long to finally try it out, but I love it. This is actually, I feel like, a pretty full coverage foundation, but similar to the CC cream of the It Cosmetics. It has that satiny finish, which I feel like it's perfect for us dry skin people. So if you are looking for like a very good full coverage satiny finish and you have dry skin like me, I recommend the Born This Way from Too Faced. Alright guys, so the next item that I'm recommending are the STILA Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow Sets. And the reason I'm saying sets is because first of all, I love the formula itself. Super pigmented, literally takes one swipe and it stays in place all day. The reason I love the sets though, first of all, is because you get to try more than one shade, and it's $25 for a set of 3 versus $25 for 1 shade. So I mean, it really depends. Do you think you're gonna use that one single shade that often? For me, I typically only use these on special occasions or when I have an event or like a photo shoot or something that, you know, you really want your eyes to be blinding and glowing. But for me, these last me forever, and I love the sets. Like for $25 and you get 3 different shades, I think it's totally worth it. So the next area of recommendations are going to be eyeshadow palettes. So I don't know about you guys, but for me, eyeshadow palettes are like my guilty pleasure when it comes to makeup, because I have such a big collection of eyeshadow palettes, and I don't know what is it about eyeshadow palettes. I don't know if it's the size or the layout, but that's just the area that I have like my biggest collection. So I'm gonna have a few eyeshadow recommendations, just FYI. So the first eyeshadow palette that I'm going to be recommending is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette. If you haven't picked this up, I definitely recommend it just because it has those everyday shadows in there. It's so easy to use. These shadows are super pigmented, and I definitely feel it's definitely like a day to night eyeshadow palette that you can definitely create those soft everyday looks, or you can definitely deep in with like those deep shades right over here on your right. Alright guys, sticking with ABH, the next eyeshadow palette that I'm recommending is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina palette, and here it is. So the reason why I'm recommending this palette is, first of all, like, I really enjoy ABH, their shadows. It's very easy and pigmented to work with. The only thing, like I said, similar to the Soft Glam, the eyeshadow palettes are very, very soft. You definitely want to go in with like a lighter hand, especially with the mattes. If you definitely love this color palette where there's those pinks and purples, then I highly recommend this palette. So the last eyeshadow palette that I'm recommending today is the Urban Decay Born to Run eyeshadow palette, and the reason why I'm recommending it is because I feel like within the last year I've never really been intrigued to purchase any of the Urban Decay eyeshadow palettes. Not saying that it's bad, but I feel like this was the only palette that I've seen within the last year that I purchased and really intrigued me. And the reason why I like it is because, first of all, like, the packaging is very, very slim, very, very easy to travel with. On the inside, you have a really good size mirror, and I just love this layout. Like, I feel like this layout is just very, very easy to just visually see and see, like, okay, I want to create that look, I want to create that look. Like, I feel like if these colors speak to you and you want to create those deeper, more like evening looks or fall looks, I feel like this palette is perfect. Alright, so those were all of my recommendations for the Sephora Beauty Insider Appreciation event. Let me know if you've picked up any items, because I know that the event has already started. Will you be picking up any items? What items will you be picking up? So don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys!